In this video, let's go over the top stock market setups that I'm watching for this week. My goal for this video is to keep you guys prepared for this week. So in this video, I want to go over the overall setups, and I have a lot of great setups. And this is for if you're looking to day trade, swing trade, shares, long-term options, anything. We got a lot of diversified plays for this week. If you're even into degen trading like AMC, we got a play for you. So a well-diversified plays we have this week, and a lot of A-plus setups for this week. So go to SundayStockTalk.com to get a free subscription, free email subscription newsletter right into your emails. You guys can get some very nice setups, especially with last week. We absolutely killed it with all the plays. So you guys can get a completely free newsletter right into your email. Go to SundayStockTalk.com. Subscribe with notifications on. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. And make sure to follow me on Twitter, and let's get started. So the first thing that I want to get started is with the earnings. So we do have earnings coming up. We have a lot of companies that are starting to report earnings. On Wednesday, we have Netflix and Tesla reporting, two blue chip stocks that are reporting this week on Wednesday. Netflix is going to be a play that I'm watching. This is a A+ setup, my first play right at market open. I'm going to be watching Netflix, so I'm going to be talking about Netflix. We also have some banks reporting. So we have PNC reporting, Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab, Bank of America. We have Interactive Brokers reporting. So we have a lot of companies reporting, and we're going to have a lot more reporting, especially next week. So this is going to be a start for earnings report. So that is something to be careful of, especially if you're looking to trade lottos or trade earnings. If this is your thing, you guys can take a look at this. Now let's talk about the SPY and the top 500 stocks in the stock market. So after breaking out of an amazing ascending triangle breakout, we have entered our next zone, which is 449 and 460. So this is going to be very important, and especially we're taking a look at this level. This is our support now. Okay, so this was previously a level of resistance. As you guys can see, this was a previous level of resistance, but now this is a level of support, and we could see how price came back down to test this level of support. So this is going to be our level of support. So what that means is below this area, below 448, we are bearish to 443. So if we do break the support, this is going to be our next level of support to test down here. Okay, so that is going to be our level. And we can probably come back down, but this could be a great area for calls if the market does dip down. So if the market does dip down, I'm looking to trade options right here to buy weeklies to play this scalp, because this is a very nice level. But other than that, this is our level of support, and we have room to 460. So possible some consolidation here, or we could move head higher for a earnings run up, hit 460. But 460 again is a tough level of resistance, so this could be a nice area for puts, or if you're trading futures, you can scalp a short on that. So that is what we are taking a look at for SPY. Very, very simple. We're just kind of trading sideways, and we're in this next zone. Again, we have consolidation periods where we trade sideways, and then we break out, and then we consolidate again, and now we are in a new consolidation period, but we do have room to the upside, 460 being our roof. So very nice chart, and very, very simple to digest. Hope you guys really got the gist of it. Now let's talk about QQQ, the tech ETF, which has a very, very similar look. Again, the whole market looks to be going for all-time highs. Okay, everything is looking good. We are at a level of resistance, $379 being a level of resistance. So this was a previous support down here. This is a critical level for the QQQ. And we could take a look at here that, again, we hit this level of resistance, and we're sitting right here. We need to hold 379 to be bullish, because if we come back down, just like SPY, if we come back down and then we have the support down here, okay, then we're going to be going for this level of support, and really the same scenario with QQQ, with the SPY. So the QQQ and the SPY really have the same thing going on, the same gist. Hope you guys really got the gist of what we are taking a look at. Now let's take a look at our first play that I'm watching right at market open. This is going to be a nice day trade opportunity for Netflix, and man, I love this setup for a day trade. Okay, so we have a lot going on with this setup. Okay, so we have a ascending triangle. Okay, we have a ascending triangle for Netflix. We have a ascending triangle on the daily time frame, and then we have this gap for Netflix caused by a earnings drop. And then not only that, we have earnings coming up on Wednesday. So we have earnings coming up on Wednesday for Netflix. So what that means is not only do we have earnings, but we're going to have more attention on the setup. So since people are seeing that, Netflix has earnings this week, they're going to take a look at the chart and boom, they see a nice ascending triangle on the setup. They see that gap. So what that's going to do is that's going to bring in more volume and more attention to the stock. So the more attention it has, the better. So this is going to be a very nice setup, especially with the attention this week. So I'm guessing that a lot of people and a lot of traders are going to be watching Netflix because of the earnings, and then they see the setup and it's just overall looking really positive and really good for Netflix. So we have this level of support, and then we have this level of resistance. We're bullish above 448. I'm taking a look at weekly calls right at market open for Netflix. Okay, right at market open, I want to buy Netflix calls. And one thing to really watch, especially on the 5-minute, is going to be our level of resistance, which is 449. Okay, as you guys can see, we have this level of support, so we're bearish below this area. Okay, we're bearish below this area, and then we are bullish above this area. Okay, so above 449 is going to be a very nice target. So this looks like an amazing day trade right at market open. I love this setup and I love this gap. Okay, once it starts to pop, it's going to be a very nice play and really reminds me of the Shopify play, the ascending triangle on Shopify, where it was consolidating, and then it also had a earnings play and it also had a gap. Okay, so Shopify definitely still has more room to the upside, but Netflix looks amazing right at market open. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, so make sure to follow me on Twitter. So I made a whole video on Disney, make sure to watch that, but I just want to make a quick update on Disney. So we dropped a little bit. I'm taking a look to average down at 87.73 for our call option. So again, I had two call options that I mentioned. I had two call options for Disney. So 385, 2 contracts, 90 call, 811. We have earnings coming up. So make sure to watch the video on Disney. But pretty much I'm just looking to average down on 87. And again, 87 is going to be our stop loss for Disney. So that is what we are taking a look at for Disney and for shares also. So now let's talk about ADSK, so Autodesk. So Autodesk on the weekly time frame looks very nice. This was a play given by Earth133. So thank you for that idea. And this setup looks very, very nice. Massive symmetrical triangle on the weekly time frame. Looks just like our forward play. So we're taking a look at ADSK, and we have been trading sideways for a full year now. We were in this downtrend, and we are consolidating, and it is setting up for a breakout. So this looks like a great play for shares, for leap call options, a year out call option, and a swing trade. So we're taking a look at the daily time frame. I'm taking a look at the price action. It might not be the best for options because of the theta and all of that, unless if you got like a year out. But I really like this setup for a full-on breakout play. So buying in shares or a leap call option and play this nice breakout. I feel like a nice, easy 10% if we do break out. One thing to really keep in mind is the confirmation. If we close above on the level of resistance, that is going to be our confirmation, just like we had with our forward play, with our Rivian play, and even our IWM play, which I'm going to be talking about in this video. So Autodesk looks very nice. I really like this setup for this breakout to the upside. Next, we have VALE. Got from another comment, and this play looks interesting, especially on the weekly time frame. We have a massive symmetrical triangle, okay? Forming since 2020, we have this massive symmetrical triangle for VALE. So it's really simple. We want to be buying in low. Okay, we want to be buying in at the level of support especially for this stock. So it's at a great area to buy in, and then have the stop loss close below. So if it breaks this level, and then that could be our stop loss. But just buying in right here and then just selling it at this level of resistance. So this is what we are taking a look. I really like that it is a $14 stock, so I like a nice play for shares. I've been really loving my shares play recently, especially with Ford and Rivian. I'm really loving my shares play right now, and VALE looks very nice for a nice shares play. It also has earnings coming up, so kind of be careful with that for VALE. Next, we have AMC. I made a whole video on AMC, so make sure to check that out. But pretty much just watching AMC for this breakout above $4.66. It also has earnings coming up, but make sure to watch the video on AMC. That's pretty much it. Next, we have IWM. So I already entered in shares on IWM, but one thing I want to keep in mind is just this is the last chance to enter in IWM if you want to play this breakout, because we closed above the level of resistance. So we got our confirmation. Okay, we got our confirmation for IWM. So this is the last chance to enter in to IWM before it gets too late, because we closed above the level of resistance. We closed this trend. Okay, so now we just have a continuation play to the upside, 212 being our price target for IWM. So that's just a reminder. We made a couple of videos. It was on our last weekly watch list, I believe, and I entered in as I alerted on Twitter that I already entered in IWM shares as I alerted on Twitter. Last, we have Snow, really just same thing. We have this massive symmetrical triangle, made a video on it. Same thing, I already entered in shares, but yeah, I just love this setup. I'm in shares right now, so this is going to be a nice, sweet and simple shares play, looking to hopefully get 13%, but another shares play. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a lot of great setups. Okay, so just to do a quick recap, Netflix is going to be my #1 setup for a day trade right at market open. I love this ascending triangle. Disney is going to be our swing play for call options. You can also do shares. Wall Street really hates this stock, Disney. There's also a Hollywood strike going on, so just be aware of that. ADSK looks good with a nice breakout level. VALE looks to be a nice shares play. This is going to be a nice shares play. Cheap stock also, so I really like this with the stop loss. We have AMC, we have IWM, which we already entered in, and then Snow. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go to SundayStockTalk.com. Again, completely free newsletter right into your email, where you guys can get some nice stock setups, and subscribe with notifications on. Again, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and see you guys at market open. Take care.